Hello and welcome to the foundation stages of teaching your dog Reflex to name. Now, teaching your dog how to respond to their name is a really important life skill that has lots and lots of benefits. So, for example, if you need your dog to give you attention when out and about so that you can deliver another cue like recall, it's a really good thing to get them to turn and concentrate on you. You can also use it as something to interrupt unwanted behaviour, so you can ask them to look at you and stop doing the behaviour that you don't want them to do, so we can use that to positively interrupt unwanted behaviour. So some dogs may already kind of understand their name, so they might sometimes respond, they might sometimes not. Now, we overuse our dogs' names quite a lot. So with Reflex to name, what we want is the same reflexive action as if we are walking down the high street and we hear somebody call our name. Now, when that happens, our heads immediately turn in the direction that we hear that sound, and that is what we want for our dogs. So we want to teach that to be a really super reflexive response. Now, the way that we're going to do that in the first instance, we're going to take a little bit of food. We're going to start training at home in a place where there's less distractions, as we always do. And we're going to take some food. Kibble is absolutely fine, or just some low value treats. Okay, I've got mine here in a little dish, but you can use a treat pouch if you prefer, or you can just pop some treats into your pocket. It's entirely up to you. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a selection of treats, and all we do is we say the dog's name in a nice cheery voice, followed by delivering them the treat. Now, I'm going to deliver the treat within 1 second, okay, because we want the pairing between hearing the noise of their name and feeding them a treat to happen really nicely, and we need the two things to happen really close together for that to work, okay. So I'm going to demonstrate how this works now. So I'm working with Milo, so I'm going to say Milo's name and then I'm going to deliver a treat, okay? And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to vary the time between feeding him the treats. So I'm going to do 1 repetition and then I might wait 3 seconds. I might do another repetition and wait 15 seconds. So I'm trying to make it a little bit unpredictable for when he's going to hear the sound the next time, okay? Milo! Milo. Milo. So now I'm going to space out the time a little bit. So those were kind of 3 to 5 second intervals. Now I'm going to leave it a slightly longer time frame before I do my next repetition. And what I would say is do 10 or 15 of these 3 times a day. Spread them out throughout the day. Milo. Now, the really key thing is here, at this stage of training, we are not looking for any kind of behaviour from our dogs. So Milo already knows this game a little bit, so he is kind of responding because we've already done a little bit of training. But what we don't want from our dogs, we don't care about any behaviour happening at this point. So he gets the piece of food as soon as I've said his name, regardless of what he's doing. So we're currently teaching our dogs to look at us and to pair that bit of food with hearing the sound of their name. So it's an unconscious thing that we're trying to generate. So we're trying to build up that subconscious connection between hearing my name, receiving a bit of food. At this point, I'm not expecting him to know that hearing that name means he has to look at me. Milo. So even if I have to reach around and pop the food into his mouth, he still gets the food within 1 second. Milo. And we're going to do this 10 or 15 times, 3 times a day. Milo. 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 And that is the foundation stages of teaching Reflex to name.